Flammable plants to avoid having in your garden. All plants are flammable if not pruned periodically. The risk associated with any one plant can be greatly diminished with regular maintenance. Highly flammable plants can ignite quickly, releasing lots of heat, even if they are healthy and well watered. In areas experiencing drought, even moderately flammable plants can become more prone to ignite. This striking tree and shrub are native to tropics or warm areas of the world, including Australia, Mexico, and the southwestern United States. The leaves from some species of acacia contain resin and flammable oils, which can encourage fires. One of its other common names, burning bush, is a blazing tip-off that this shrub might be flammable. Also known as Fraxinella or Dittany, this plant's glossy olive-green leaves are attractive throughout the growing season. When rubbed or brushed against, the plant emits a strong lemony scent. Oils from immature seed capsules may ignite if a lighted match is held underneath a flower. In hot, dry weather, Dictamnus can easily catch fire, which has led comparisons to the burning bush referred to in the Bible. Lonicera is loved for its fragrant flowers that are tubular or trumpet in form. Flowers attract hummingbirds, and the red and purple berries that follow are a good source of food for a variety of birds. Once valued as a shady ornamental plant, it was often planted around porches. However, Japanese honeysuckle is invasive and highly flammable. Junipers are conifers and generally are easy to care for. They are drought tolerant and will grow in any type of soil if there is drainage. They also do not require lots of maintenance and pruning, maybe every few years or so. Native to Korea, Japan, China, and Taiwan, these ornamental grasses are clump-forming, showy, and range from dwarf types to large varieties. Although it doesn't require pampering and lots of maintenance, this grass, also known as eulalia or Japanese silvergrass, becomes dried and if not pruned is especially flammable. If you live in an area prone to wildfire, cut these grasses back in late winter to early spring. Native to the far west, Manzanita is a chaparral plant that can grow very dense. All varieties can be identified by their small, urn-shaped white or pink flowers that appear in late winter to early spring. While these ground covers, shrubs, and trees benefit wildlife, butterflies and hummingbirds are attracted to those flowers and the berries that follow. They may be one of the most fire-prone types of plants. Dry, deadwood becomes highly flammable. These Australian native trees have needle-like leaves and flowers that resemble those of the bottlebush shrub and attract birds. While they are admired for their drought tolerance and fast growth, the oils in Melaleuca's leaves and bark make them flammable. Those oils are the same ones used for medicinal and healing purposes as tea tree oil, which is applied topically. Palms are tropical and subtropical trees that are extremely popular in the Mediterranean and dry landscaping. Unfortunately, palms are dangerous during wildfires for a few reasons, including: a native to Argentina, Pampas can grow as tall as 20 feet and 12 feet wide. Although its feather-like plumes are popular in floral arrangements, in many regions, Pampas are considered a weed and are not available in nurseries. Easily spread by seed, Pampas often grow in wildfire areas, and can quickly ignite and spread, especially if it is dried out. Flammability varies by species, but younger trees are more susceptible. Pines can be easily killed by fire due to thin bark, relatively flammable foliage and accumulation of dead lower branches. Pine trees' needles and resin are both highly flammable, and extreme heat and drought make them more likely to ignite. A pretty, fragrant ground cover and shrub that grows in Mediterranean climates. Overwatering and heavy feeding results in poor growth, followed by a woody plant. Light pruning or tip pinching keeps it healthy. Keep in mind that this drought-tolerant herb contains flammable oils. This particular ivy was planted in the mid-1900s because it is a fast-growing ground cover that can quickly cover bare spots on hills, and pretty much everywhere else. Its invasiveness, it attaches firmly to surfaces like walls, fences, and arbors, has made it despised by some and considered a deep-rooted weed, spreading, and hard to get rid of. Thuja or Thuya are symmetrical shrubs and trees that are often trimmed into geometrical shapes, like cones, cylinders, and globes. Commonly known as California holly, the leather leaves of a Toyon shrub make it highly flammable. While bamboo makes a great privacy screen and creates an exotic, tropical look in a landscape, they are flammable. These giant grasses are spread by underground stems rhizomes into two types, running and clumping. Since they are tall, dry, and grow close together, bamboo can quickly spread a wildfire. French, Spanish and Scotch brooms are invasive perennials that spread easily and are extremely flammable because of their oil content. Also known as greasewood and native to California, both of these chamise shrubs thrive in full sun, dry climates, and will grow in poor, rocky soils. Identifiable by their needle-like leaves with tiny clusters of white flowers. Older stems can get woody and create very hot fires if ignited. Cypress trees and shrubs that are especially flammable include If the name sounds somewhat familiar, that's because young Douglas firs are often cut for Christmas trees. Needles on these trees have a sweet fragrance when crushed or stepped on. The thin, resinous bark of young Douglas firs makes them highly susceptible to wildfires. This conifer grows into a shape that resembles an inverted pyramid with branches that grow outward and upward. Although it grows in most USDA zones, this particular species has been a threat to Oklahoma and other western states, contributing to wildfires, drought, and loss of cattle grazing land. Also known as red gum or river red gum, these strongly scented eucalyptus trees contain highly combustible oils produced by the leaves. Leaf litter is high in phenolics, which prevents breakdown by fungi and accumulates as large amounts of dry, combustible fuel. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.